school now. So I went to community college. I got my accounting. I got my AS in accounting. I was working at I was working at a program in North New Jersey called the African American Office of Gay Concerns, and that helped me a lot. Interact with other youth. And no one knew my status. I was just there as I was acting as the administrative coordinator, just handling all the volunteers and things like that. And as much as they thought I was helping them, they were helping me a whole lot in the process. And shortly after that, I got into another relationship. About 6 months after Cohen passed away, with my next partner. His name was Romulus, and he taught me so much about just getting my life back together. And there's still I still had a whole lot to live for. Through him and a whole lot of all my friends and my support system, I came to put together this book. And the book was just it took me 6 years to write it. I started writing about a year after I tested positive, and all the poems in here are in chronological order. You see the progress as I go from complete denial to acceptance of the fact that, because it took me 3 years to say that I was HIV positive to myself, let alone to other people. And in that denial, there was a lot of things lost. At one point, I had 3 T-cells. And an average person has 2,500. I had 3. So I'm full-blown AIDS. And there was just so much I had to do. And this book just represented, mostly for me, it was about finishing goals and completing things. I needed to prove to myself that I could complete a long-term goal. So when I got, I just put all of my energy into it when I moved down to Baltimore to go to school at Morgan. To put all my energy into completing the book, with the help of some really, really good friends. A friend of mine designed the cover. Another friend of mine took the pictures. My ex has an English degree from Harvard. Me and I heard from Princeton, and he did my editing for me. And it just kind of came to be, and the actual official release date for the book was May 2nd, in the middle of finals, which made absolutely no sense. But for me, it was just like I said, it was just a culmination of a dream for me. And I put the book out there. I did everything myself. I self-published the book. One, because poetry is such a hard venue to publish. 2, because of the subject matter. I knew it was going to be really, really hard to get the subject matter out there, on a big market scale. And 3, publishing companies take 70% of the profit. That was wrong for me. The accountant in me just would not let it go. Just would not go down like that. So I set out to self-publish the book. The book came out on May 2nd, and I kind of started from this little